Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T95, it's a Tier 9 American tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town and it's under the command of Andromedaa. Okay, game started, but his gun's dropped. Oh, but he is awake. Okay. Well, he's got the 155mm gun, which has got 750 alpha and penetration up to 276mm. As you can see, the T95, two pairs of tracks, otherwise known as a Doom Turtle or the Boomstick, depending on which way round it is, and he seems to be carrying a load of logs with him as well. Yeah, less said about that the better. AWOL gaming often seems to happen whenever I go through the camp. At any battle I partake in, I end up with loads of scenery coming with me. Anyway, moving along, there's some of these vehicles at Fort Benning, and they're actually hoping that sometime in the future they'll have a museum that will rival the Tank Museum at Bovingdon for being the best in the world, and I think it probably will be the best in the world because they have so many prototypes which Bovingdon doesn't have. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to them doing that, and apparently one of the prototypes they do have is one of these, and they also have a T28 as well. And if you look amongst the videos produced by Sophie Line, you'll see that she's actually done a video showing the T28s, and you can actually look at the real thing where she went down to Fort Benning and touched. In fact, I think she went across to Fort Benning and touched, because I think it's actually slightly further to the east than Sophie. But she spent a long time there looking around the museum. You can see all the number of variations of the M4 that they have. Huge number. And although the Tank Museum at Bovingdon is very lucky because they have one of the original M4s, Michael, which I think was M4 number 2 or number 3, and it is the oldest M4 in the world, because the Americans for some reason didn't keep theirs, which is a pity. Oh, and he's bounced around from that Striv. I think the Striv just wanted to get his own back, but he had 712 hit points of damage to him in one shot. You can see it's very easy with the T95 to rack up a huge amount of damage very, very quickly. But the thing about the T95 is it does attract a lot of fire as well. And if you saw the last replay that we did for Andromedaa in his T95, he just drove straight into the enemy and let them all shoot him, and then his teammates shot them. Okay, we've got an enemy up ahead. Oh, what a shot! That was very, very well estimated. That he managed to get it just right, so the UDES drove straight through the field of fire at the moment, and he just let it loose and bang. Tremendous confidence to be able to do that in this tank, because the shell velocity isn't that, it's not that great. I guess one of the bad things about the T95 is the very, very slow speed. You're not going to be going anywhere fast. 20 kilometers an hour is about the maximum top speed, and that makes you very vulnerable to Arty. Very vulnerable, but there's only one Arty in this game on the enemy team, a Lorraine 15551, and he hasn't paid any attention to Andromedaa at all yet, which is good. But I'm afraid he will start doing so very shortly, because Andromedaa is getting very close to their cap. And if that Arty happens to be up on the hill, he will start firing. Well, we've got two targets in sight now. And, oh! Well, that's unusual. He auto-aimed onto the Conway, but didn't get a kill. But the Conway was killed by our GW Tiger P. Unfortunately, that T54 Mod 1 just took a round, I think, that was meant for Andromedaa. And there's a Borsig up there as well. Now, it depends on which gun he's got to how much damage we're going to receive. Of course, the vulnerable part of the T95 is those fuel tanks on the back. They are absolutely huge, those rectangular shapes, and if you can get around through that, you could potentially get a fire. It's a bit difficult to shoot them from ground level, but yeah, if you're in an Arty, it's fairly easy to hit them. Well, the Borsig's gone. T54 saw to him. In fact, actually, it wasn't the Borsig, it was the GW Tiger P again. Okay, right, now there's their Arty, and that's the reason we haven't been Arty, because he's not facing us, he's facing the others. Oh, lovely kill on that Striv. He tried to penetrate us, but didn't get it. And the Lorraine is actually firing an RT-54 Mod 1. I guess he realizes he can't really do that much damage to Andromeda. So instead he's actually trying to pick off our teammates. And we got a hit there on the Object 430. 795, that's a high roll. Now, can we get around into that T28 prot? Here we go. Yes! And it's a kill shot. And the object fires into our tracks. Yep, he's tracked us. And we've got an AMX-50-120 as well, but he's disappeared. Now, we probably don't want to get too far into the enemy cap area, because behind us is the hill, and of course there is a tank destroyer up there, a Noobs, and or it's not, sorry, it's a medium tank up there, the Noobs, and there's also still that Arty, I think. No, the Arty's been killed, so we don't have to worry about him. We've got a Striv S1, the tier 8 tank destroyer, and there's the AMX-50-120, came up behind us to try and hold our fuel tanks. We're not loaded yet. Right, we're going to move down and get close to this AMX-50. I think he's going to try and run away. He really doesn't want to get a shell from that boomstick. And the Striv is still trying to penetrate us, and all he did was hit the tracks. Now, are we going to be jumping on anyone? Oh, we did finally manage to get a penetrating shot, and it was into our fuel tanks as well. Okay, AMX. Oh, didn't manage it this time round. Might have been better to hold on to the shell, but I'm sure we'll get him with the next one. The AMX-50-120 is going to have to run away as quickly as he can, because if he doesn't, he's going to be really, really badly damaged. In fact, you'd wonder if that AMX-50-120 is actually reloading. Yes, he is. And he's trying to pen us. That's one shot he's missed. One he's penetrated. Two. Oh, he got a fire on us. Okay. Bye-bye. And although we didn't kill him, we can at least ram him if we can get one into him. Or we're going to shoot him. I think we're going to shoot him. Goodbye. He's gone. Now, Object 430, there's only 3 enemies left. And we're right up against the back of the map. And there's nowhere that the object can go. He's definitely going to get hit. He's gone. 4 kills. Okay, so the last enemies are the Striv and their EBR-90, and we don't know where the EBR-90 is, but we know where the Striv was last seen. He kept trying to put holes in us. We're down to 18 hit points out of 1800. So we've got 1% of our health left. Exactly 1%. There's the Striv. And he's gone. So I think it's time to cap. We're not going to be chasing that EBR down anytime soon. Unfortunately, it means our GW Tiger P is probably going to get an unwelcome visitor. But this game may be over very shortly. 8 seconds to go. Oh, unfortunately, the GW Tiger P died just as we won. But it is a victory. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's the first class tank for Andromeda in the T95. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. And a fire for effect as well for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. But he picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. And a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the battle and surviving. And the win rate for that game was 6,352, which is very good indeed. Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Top of the table, 4,531 hit points of damage. The GW Tiger P managed 3,147. Sadly, we couldn't save him before the time was out. And after that, it was the Emil, managed to get 2,591. When it came to kills, again, it was shared between Andromeda. He had 4 kills, so did the Striv S1. And then we got 3 kills for the GW Tiger P, the LT432. And then there's 2 kills apiece on the others. And when it came to base XP, again, it's Andromeda, 1,194. 1,012 for the GW Tiger P, and the LT432 managed 927. He fired 11 rounds, got 9 direct hits, 8 penetrations, damage of 4,531 hit points, of which 1,643 were at more than 300 meters. He received 13 hits from the enemy, 5 of them were penetrations, 8 non-penetrations, and he blocked damage of 3,030 hit points. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did damage assistance of 1,301 hit points and got 23 cap points. On a premium count, he earned 62,234 credits. He got 50,000 credits from the NVIDIA Vici, and his total came to 112,234, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 68,557 credits. He received 2 bonds, one for getting the high caliber, the other for the steel wall, and 1,791 XP times 2 for the first victory took away 3,582 altogether. So congratulations on getting a high caliber and a steel wall in this one, Andromeda. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. Share our video links around, please, so other people can see the really good replays. We really would like to improve our numbers. Of course, the more numbers we make, the more the words get spread around that we do these replays. And maybe there are other people out there who'd like to see their videos or their replays on video. Thanks for watching.